What's up guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be replacing a coolant pipe on my MK6 GTI. This is based on the last video where I find that mystery leak, so let's get to it. So this is the coolant pipe that I mentioned. It is metal, which is kind of odd. Like I said, I thought it would be plastic or like hard plastic, but it's metal. And when we get the old one out, you're basically going to know why it was leaking. It was on the bottom. It's like a slight rust. I can feel it, and then I could feel like it was wet down here. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start taking this stuff apart. Like I said, the coolant hose is kind of hiding right there between the water pump and the heater core, so it's kind of tight. I'm gonna try my best to get through this quickly. Maybe you have to drain the coolant. I'll probably say go ahead and drain the coolant just in case. It might get messy in there, but we're gonna go ahead and start taking this stuff apart and get right to it. This is gonna be a quick fix, guys. All right, so trying to see if you can see it. I think you can see pretty well. I'm gonna have some little light just to help out. So like I said, it's kind of right behind, so it's connected to this hose right here, and it goes all the way in here to this hose, right? So it's this pipe technically. This is a plastic pipe. You got the hose right here in the median, and then right under it, where it's kind of covered up but these stuff in the way, but right under it is the actual pipe itself, the line that was leaking before. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we could take our time and get it out. Like I said, go ahead and drain the coolant. I really think there's gonna be some mess out there, so either that or have some clamps to kind of like tighten up certain hoses, because what's interesting about this specific pipe, let me show you the new one so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's designed like this, where this actually goes to the transmission cooling system, right? This actually comes from the water pump, and this one goes to the heater core right here. And the problem was that it's supposed to be a leak under it, and then I gotta look out for these bolts right here, or whatever it is holding these two. So it's kind of messy back there, but I'm gonna see what I could do and get through with it. But it should be easy, but mainly because of these hoses been like clamped in for quite some time, might be the pain of you know what. So let's take our time and get through this. Okay, so I had to remove this. I had to move it out of the way just to get good clearance, so you can see the pipe a lot better. So this is the pipe I was talking about. To get that bolt, to get it out, it's gonna be what part is this? This is a, no, this is not the wrong, this is the wrong one. There you go. It's TT25. So the reason why this one is specific is there's a little like hole in the middle. You're gonna need that type of Torx. So the T25 or TT25. And then to get the bolts off of this, the pipe back there, it's gonna be T30, I believe, but let me check. Yep, T30, and it's the same thing. You need the one with the hole in the middle. So that's how to design it. Don't, you know, so this all the, well, actually no, you don't even need it. Actually, this is a regular T. So I stand corrected. This one is a regular T, but the other bolts, or the other bolts I can show you right here, these guys, there's like a little thing in the middle, so you need something to fit that. So that's what you need. So be very careful to get this out. It is kind of springy. It comes out as two-piece. You see right there. Just be careful with it. Take your time to getting it out and stuff like that. But now we'll get that out of the way. You can see a lot better. So I already got the T30 Torx bolts, one right here and one kind of like in the back. It's angled out, but that's the one I'm talking about. So now it is actually pretty loose. So the only thing is holding this is those pipes. I mean, is the clamps with the hoses on each side. So you have one right here. This is one that goes to the transmission, coolant that goes to the transmission. And then there's gonna be another one right here. This one that comes from the water pump, as I mentioned. And then the last one, which obviously goes all the way back there to the heater cord. So right under this is where the leak comes in. So we're gonna go ahead and get that handled. Finally got the old hose, or the whole pipe. This is the old one, and you can see, if you can look closely, there's some couple surface rust around it, but what really was an issue was here. It feels kind of like thin. I kind of like this rust spot right here. I could put my hand on it and I could press it down, and I could feel it sagging inside. So I know it's on its way out. So that slow leak was luckily a warning. It could have been a lot worse. I could have lost a lot more coolant. So I'm glad I tackled it. Like I said, it's kind of weird. They have metal instead of plastic, perhaps because for the location it is, maybe exposed to extreme heat. I don't know. Yeah, other than that, man, this is the hose, this is the problem. I looked inside, around, I don't see anything else odd. I don't see anything that's concerning, so which is a good thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the new one back in. All right, so got it in. It's nice and snug. I put the two 32 Torx bolts back in to secure the pipe itself. I went ahead and secured all three clamps. Everything is golden now, so the only thing I gotta do is finish up putting everything back together, add some coolant, let it idle, get the bleed all the air out, and then basically just inspect for any leaks. So sorry I couldn't show you guys in detail of everything I was doing. I'm trying to get through it, but at the same time I couldn't really show you from the other camera. But that's pretty much it, guys. So like I said, two T30s back there, got the clamps right here. You just be aware that there's still some little coolant left that's gonna come out, so it's gonna make a little mess, but once you get it out, you should be good. The clamps are really, especially after a long period of time, I don't think this pipe was ever replaced, so it was really tight to get it out. So my best advice for you is to use a little hook, like one of these bad boys right here, so you can get inside of the hose itself and kind of like open it up, and you have to get open it up and basically just keep going all the way around. I say to do the same thing here, this corner right here, and obviously one all the way in the back. Trust me, guys, it's tight, it's really tight, so this able to loosen it up a little bit when you get inside and you just go all the way around. So this little hook right here will be your best friend. Trust me, it makes your job 10 times easier. So everything is back together, everything is nice and secure. Next step is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this tool. I have this whole kit right here. This way helps me bleed out the coolant system. So just gonna add this cap. This is specifically for Audi and Volkswagens. So I'm gonna put that on. Once you put that on, next step, I'm gonna go ahead and get all this stuff out. I just really need this right here, this funnel, and I need this cap right here. This is mainly for when I'm done. It doesn't need any more coolant. This is a plug, so it just plugs it in. I pick the whole thing up, covers it up. So that's what it really is for. But don't need it right now, so we're gonna take that off, put it aside, and then we're gonna add some coolant. Go ahead and turn the heat all the way on. Turn that sucker blasting. So now it's gonna get some good heat. Start circulating the coolant. Once you start feeling warm air, and not warm, hot air coming out, you know you're doing something good. So we're gonna let it idle for a bit, and we're gonna be back in a few minutes. All right, so doing I'm going for a test drive. Checking for the coolant temp. Level looks good. It's not going over where it's supposed to be. So I know we're in a good place right now. So the bleeding process of the car is pretty much done. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. So I gave it like, I'll say 20 minutes. I gave it roughly 20 minutes to kind of like, you know, idle, get all the air out of it and stuff like that. So now I'm just doing a test drive to make sure everything is picture perfect. And that's pretty much it, guys. Finally got it done just after the test drive. No signs of any leaks, didn't see anything, didn't smell anything odd. Everything is picture perfect. Now all I gotta do is just go ahead and put this engine cap back on. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace.